Hi, so I think we are almost at the end of our discussion on attitude and job satisfaction. And what a way to end but to talk about job dissatisfaction, right? So if we are happy and life is not all bed of roses, and we have learned it during our primary education. And unfortunately, you will be getting the reality check of that statement every other day, every other time that in your life, the way when you are a student, when you're not a student, and whatnot. So, and uh, my motto on life would be, take life as it comes and, deal with it. So, yes, if you are talking about, if you are reflecting on job satisfaction and how it impacts causes job satisfaction, you should know. And we should all should agree to the fact that with job satisfaction, we will have the things that we do not connect. The causes of job satisfaction, if they are absent in them, there will be job dissatisfaction. And when that happens, the impact would be four. There are four reasons. Just remember them as it comes. So it would be voice, exit, voice, and loyalty and neglect. So just remember them as exit, voice, loyalty, and neglect. So EVL, and it's easier for you to understand. So imagine you are not satisfied in your job, and how much do you think you will be working on to fix it, or even not to fix it? So there are two ways. Okay, there are two ways of dealing with it in terms of your action for job dissatisfaction. You can be constructive with the issues of job satisfaction, or you can be distracted. You can be active, you can do that right away, and you can be passive, on your background. So the first constructive and active way to do it is voice out, speak. You speak to the person who's causing you dissatisfaction. You write to the HR department, you write to the supervisors for your dissatisfaction. You That is constructive. That means that is positive. This is something positive. Constructive is positive, destructive is negative, active is positive, passive is some sort of negative. So when you voice, you are actually showing that I want to do something good about it. So that could be active. In passive way, you can still be constructive and passive by staying loyal. A loyal employee, even if they are dissatisfied, they will wait for situation to get right. They will not be too disruptive on their action. Rather, they will want to wait and want to believe that no, I do believe in goodness. I do believe that this will be this will go to the right person's analysis, and that person will make the right decision that is superior and that is positive for everybody and equal and ethical. So that this voice and loyalty are constructive. These people are good into thinking that things will fix on their own, or at least they will try to do something good about it. The destructive part are the ones that cannot deal with dissatisfied portion in the job. Rather, they will exit active. Okay, they will resign, they will quit, and they will act. These people are kind of dangerous because they did not voice the problem. They will exit, and they might use the voice outside an organization, and they might create havoc when they are outside. Okay, another destructive but passive is they do not exit, yet they stay and they keep on fuming their dissatisfaction. They try to make the living hell out of everybody, and this neglect will result in bigger problem in an organization, and that is bad, right? So constructive and destructive is the constructive part. You stay active. If you're active, then you're going to speak out and try to minimize the problem. As in passive situation, you will try to be loyal and expect the situation will go back to normal as if they were. If you are going for negative attitude, which is the destructive, you will try to exit, be nice, bye bye, tata, I'm not going to this, I'm going to stop serving and be dissatisfied. Rather, I will look for other ways. But passive is you do not do anything about it, and you neglect the situation. You keep on missing your work. You keep on creating negative gossips. You try to miss out your work. You miss out your deadlines, and you do not check your mails. You do not respond on time. You are highly dissatisfied, and you are very less motivated to work, and you do not answer people's emails and calls. This is a sign that you are actually neglecting your own role, and that is disruptive, that is destructive, that's not good. Okay, and this is not going to last very long. Eventually, you will have to go on your own ways. Do we have anything left? Counterproductive. So if you are a dissatisfied person, you are going to be a counterproductive person as well. Counterproductive means not productive. Okay, counterproductive. What is a counterproductive behavior? A counterproductive person is something that is a bad sign in an organization. A counterproductive person is kind of like an apple which has gone bad, and that apple actually will make other apple gone worse. So you do not want a counterproductive person in your team. So sometimes this counterproductive person will go with the sign of a counterproductive employee would be people who are more absent from their works. They will come up with excuses to not engage in work. They will always do minimum and expect nothing from the work, and they will do not do anything from work. They will always come up with excuses which is not nice for the organization to work in. They will always try to have a weekend which is not they will not even do anything there during their weekends. They will try to find out excuses that why they did not work, and they will always say bad to people who did work. So absenteeism is not only physical work, but itself within when they're working in a workplace, in a work time, they will still be very unresponsive. It could be turnover, means they will be leaving jobs a lot. They will if you observe some of the CVs, if that person has left jobs many times during a few years, there's a red alert for a future employer. Okay, so it's very important to understand, what do I do as a manager? Okay, this is kind of an end of our discussion. What do I do? It is very important to understand the major job attitude that people would have on them. The initial part is to be done during recruitment, and the training that you will do to your people, and how you induct your employees, and how do you orient your employees. You as a manager, it is on you to ensure that how these people are working for you. And you consider that it's not about money. And you consider that it's not always about a job objective that you have. How much you are allowing these people to live in an organization, how much you are allowing people to grow within an organization. Are you a type of person, are you a type of manager who's the reason for a lot of turnover? Are you the person who's responsible a lot of people of losing their jobs? Are you the person for who's creating this dissatisfied employees and losing a lot of money and cost for the organization? Because it is very important to understand your role as a manager. Okay, so we will give you some additional reading. We will give you some additional pointers to go for, and hope we will be a better manager when we grow up, and we will understand the pointers, will ensure the red alerts that we go for. And job satisfaction is nothing to do with a job, rather it is to do with the person that we are, the life that we live, and the image that we want to have on ourselves towards others. So thank you very much. Let's move on.